Across the state, more than 2.2 million people cast their vote yesterday. That's a record for Alabama. Early voting played a major role in the history-making election. NBC 15's Darwin Singleton asked the man in charge of Alabama's elections if early voting should become the new normal.
It was a convenience born of crisis, but the concept of early absentee voting caught on big time in Mobile and other locations across the state, helping to translate into a record number of ballots cast in Alabama.
When you have 3,709,242 registered voters in the state of Alabama, and most of those people feel like, hey, I need to have my voice heard, my vote counted, you're going to set records for attendance.
Alabama Secretary of State John Murrell is quick to applaud the turnout, but if you expect him to be a continued fan of early voting, you'll be disappointed.
Do you think this was a good trial run for that concept being applied here in the state?
Well, not really, because this was a special circumstance.
That special circumstance being COVID-19. Murrell tells me lesser turnout in elections under better circumstances always seem to fall short of yesterday's success.
Every state in the union that has early in-person voting, which is what you're talking about, has two things in common prior to this election cycle. Number one, no state in the union has seen increased voter participation across the board. Zero. None. But every state has one more thing in common. They've all had increased costs in the elections.
So is it a lost cause to attempt to make Alabama elections more efficient and more user-friendly? Murrell says he'll soon hold meetings with legislators from both sides to evaluate what just happened and introduce new bills to the legislature to make voting easier and more attractive for you, the voter. In Mobile, Darwin Singleton, NBC 15 News.